General Secretary of the RMT Union Mike Cash said that substantial progress had been made in deadlock-breaking talks with the South Western Railway. These discussions included the railway company offering concessions on the situations of their train guards. They have confirmed that on the introduction of any new or altered rolling stock, each passenger train will definitely operate with a guard on board. The RMT's concerns with passenger safety issues relates to the possible removal of guards on trains, something that the union has fought passionately against in their long campaign. After advocating numerous days of strike action over the past 18 months, it's safe to say that this union divides opinion.
I think that they offer a really important service to protect as all unions do, to protect the needs of their members. And I think it's really important that they are looked after and supported. If people need to strike, they need to strike.
I think that there should be strikes because there should be guards on trains, like in case anything happens. Like, because then if people are getting, like, say if there's someone with like a knife or a gun, then if there's not a guard, then people are just going to get killed.
The RMT Union have become increasingly influential. More and more people are now hearing about it. Their presence has been clearly felt over the past year, with several train strikes, leaving customers across the country stranded. However, after these recent breakthrough talks with the South Western Railway, there is a chance that the tussle over the issue of passenger safety may be resolved. Adam Jones, UCA Today, Farnham train station. The 101 Collectors Record Store in Farnham is one of a kind. Establishing itself as a company in 1991, it has survived where other independent stores have collapsed. I went to meet the man who runs this record shop, Andy Hibbard, to find out the secret to his success.
You try and be different, you try and give a service that people like, you try and be friendly with customers so that they make a conscious decision to support you and your business rather than just go anywhere else. It's if I could explain it, I would.
The long-awaited regeneration of Farnham is finally taking place, after a contract between Waverley Borough Council and building company Crest Nicholson was agreed last year. Andy is neither optimistic or pessimistic about the prospects of his store when the redevelopment is complete.
Regeneration of towns is very, very important, but it's got to be allied with making towns attractive to customers who are getting used to not going out shopping. You've got to have car parking, you've got to have free car parking, you've got to have incentives to make people come to a town. So you need specialist shops. If East Street's just full of all the chain shops that you can get anywhere, it won't, attract people. You need to get independents in, interesting, quirky, different shops, and then people will come, because identikit towns are everywhere, so you've got to do something different.
Other small independent businesses should take inspiration from Andy, who has persisted with selling records and vinyl, whilst using social media to build up a rapport with his customers. There is the argument that indie stores should be valued more. They play a big part in shaping a town's identity. Adam Jones, UCA News. I always wondered what it'd be like if I had a twin.
Yeah, it would be very strange. Indeed, it's one of those things in life that you do wonder about on the odd occasion. We'll see later on what it's really like.
Indeed. While many kids are lucky enough to become the best of friends with their siblings, it's common for brothers and sisters to fight. It's also common for them to swing back and forth between adoring and detesting one another. Anila Barley reports. A chilly Thursday afternoon in Aldershot. The traffic is starting to build. The smell of car fumes is overwhelming, but what we can't see is something which is the most harmful: air pollution, a huge contributor to global warming. Major UK projects such as HS2 and the building of a third runway at Heathrow Airport are just two examples of how some methods of transport can create a major burden on the environment. The Met Office say that global warming is increasing and the trend will continue over the next 5 years. So the question remains, will you think about how necessary it is to use your car when you make the next journey? Adam Jones, UCA News, Aldershot.